Hi everyone, welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Tim Pham, and we do have a lot of headlines to get to today, but we begin with this breaking news. Nearly 30 years since his death, police have arrested a suspect in the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. The Associated Press reports Las Vegas police arrested Dwayne Davis this morning. He's the uncle of the suspected gunman and has long been linked to the investigation. An indictment is expected later today. We will have the very latest on KREM 2 News at 4. And new this afternoon, a suspect charged in the death of his 8-year-old adopted daughter changed his plea to guilty earlier this morning. Today, Alexander Kermoirov formally pleaded guilty under a plea agreement with the state. The agreement requires his full cooperation and testimony on the case. It also amended his charges to second-degree murder, second-degree assault, and 3 counts of unlawful imprisonment. He pleaded guilty to all 5 counts. Kermoirov was arrested with his partner Mandy Miller in December last year for allegedly abusing their adopted daughter. That abuse led to the child's death. Court documents show the couple then drove across the country carrying the girl's body in a U-Haul. The plea agreement takes life in prison off the table. Prosecutors instead recommended a 22-year sentence. His sentencing is scheduled for April 3rd of next year. And new from overnight, an 8-year-old was killed in a shooting. This happened in North Spokane County. Now Spokane County major crimes detectives are working to learn what happened. Here's what we know. Last night at 9:30, sheriff's deputies arrived at a home in Deer Park. That's where they found the child. This morning, we've learned from the sheriff's office a group of kids who found a handgun. Deputies are still gathering information, but we do know at some point the gun was shot, hitting the 8-year-old. One adult was also home at the time. Deputies say because of the young age of the kids involved and the privacy for the grieving family, this is all the information they are releasing right now. According to data from the Gun Violence Archive, in 2022, guns were the leading cause of deaths in kids in the U.S. For more information on gun-related deaths among children, you can text the word VERIFY to 509-448-2000. You can also watch our story on KREM 2 Plus right now. Well, the woman who pleaded guilty to lighting fires in the West Hills and Dishman Hills Conservancy has been sentenced to just under 3.5 years in prison. Vicki Smith was arrested in Western Washington on August 10th for starting fires in the West Hills neighborhood of Spokane. Court records show Smith admitted to lighting 8 fires between the West Hills and Spokane Valley's Dishman Hills natural area. Quote, "at the direction of God," is what she said. No one was hurt and no homes were lost in the fires. All right, the time now is just 12:03 here. Thomas joining us from the Outdoor Weather Center. And Thomas, this morning, my goodness, and even at around 10 a.m., it was still pretty foggy, but it looks like things are kind of clearing up.
I was saying earlier that you experienced firsthand that commute to work, that it was super foggy right through the core of downtown Spokane along I-90 and 195 getting hit the hardest. But since then, all that has cleared up. We are not seeing any more fog as we hit the noon hour. However, we still have some of these leftover cooler temperatures. When it gets foggy, you got to burn off the fog first, and then temperatures will start to respond to any kind of afternoon warmth or sunshine. 49 right now, but the sun is finding a little hole in the clouds, so we're calling it mostly cloudy, but some peaks of sunshine are certainly likely today. That is going to help to get us up to about 60 degrees, which might even be a pinch warmer than it was yesterday. We will keep an eye on any scattered shower chances for this evening, and this is where they are right now, kind of over the southern areas of the inland northwest. So here's the Blue Mountains, so anywhere between Walla Walla, Dayton, Pomeroy, and even Lewiston might be picking up some light rain as of the noon hour as this glides northward. So the Palouse, you could see some afternoon rainfall here in Spokane. If we get a little more sunshine, we'll certainly enjoy it before our next chance for any kind of showers tonight and into Saturday morning. And coming up in October, might actually squeeze out a little bit of warmth come next week. So we'll detail that long-term outlook in a couple minutes.
Developing this afternoon, the city of Spokane is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to review a ruling that makes it harder for cities to enforce camping bans. The city joins more than a dozen other cities, including Seattle and Tacoma, all asking for the same thing. Spokane City Attorney Lyndon Smith filed a court brief asking the court to overturn a ruling that blocks a city's camping ban if a city does not have enough shelter beds for every person who are experiencing homelessness in the area. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward is holding a press conference right now to talk about the move. We will bring you any updates on KREM 2 News at 4 and on our website, krem.com. Looking ahead now, the Spokane NAACP is hosting a candidate forum this upcoming Tuesday, October 3rd at the Central Library downtown. The mayoral candidates Nadine Woodward and Lisa Brown will both participate in a forum taking questions from a panel on various topics. Council President Betsy Wilkerson will be, Council President candidate Betsy Wilkerson will be participating in a separate town hall conversation that evening. Our chief journalist Amanda Rowley and digital producer Jordy Blaine will be a part of that forum. You can listen to the campaign event live on KYRS FM radio starting at 6 p.m. KREM 2 News will be covering the event, so you will be able to see highlights from that forum on KREM 2 News at 11 Tuesday evening. A few weeks later, we'll have our own debate here on KREM 2. Lisa Brown and Nadine Woodward will debate right here in the KREM 2 studios on Thursday, October 26th. Mark Hanrahan and Whitney Ward will moderate that debate. The debate will air uninterrupted on KREM 2 and our digital platforms between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Again, on October 26th, we bring you more to every story as you prepare your ballot.